Welcome to the first annual Coloring Book Awards. With tens of thousands of book releases in 2025, you will decide the winners. Let's jump right into the categories. From storybook classics to magical fairy tales, this category celebrates books that bring the timeless tales to life. Here are the fairy tale book nominees. Fairy Tale World by Maria Trolle. Storybook scenes packed with classic fairy tales and signature detail. Fairy and Fairy Tales by Micheline Rickman. A fairy and fairy tale collection blending elegant figures. Fairy Tale Princesses and Romance by Selena Fennick. Traditional fairy tale figures brought to life. A Year of Fairy Tales and Fantasy by Deborah Mueller. A portrait coloring journey through fairy tales, magic, and myth. La Petite Sirène by Emma Dean Jong. A French interpretation of The Little Mermaid with striking, unique portraits. Classic Fairy Tales by Joni Bihong. A fairy tale book enriched with color reference pages. This is a Korean interpretation. Reveries by Nimi Kanani. A dreamy dark fantasy world inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Garden of Dreams by Yoshimi Sekiguchi. A blend of ethereal nature with storybook magic. Dark Fairy Tales by Kerby Rosanes. Twisted fairy tale scenes rendered in intricate, haunting detail. Which one deserves the title for the best fairy tale book of 2025? And if you're excited about the results for the first annual Coloring Book Awards, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the announcement of the winners. From magical worlds and immersive adventures, these books represent fantasy at its finest. Here are the nominees. Lunar by Lydia Fenwick. A celestial universe filled with astrology, magic, and otherworldly detail. Magic Made Real by Harper Celebrate. Rich world building packed with magic, creatures, and adventure fantasy scenes. 400-page fantasy collection by Selena Fennick. A massive fantasy archive featuring dragons, fairies, and an endless variety. Steampunk Revival by R.J. Hampson. A Victorian fantasy fused with technology and botanical mechanics. Luna Soleil by Carla Magana. A portrait-focused fantasy where celestial magic takes center. Dragon Dumas by Diane Defar. A dragon showcase spanning Chinese, Viking, Celtic, and seaborne legends. Sacred Presence by Sierra Trung. A spiritual fantasy with a mystical atmosphere. Mythographic Dragonspell by Joseph Cottonbang. A dragon-packed adventure with intricate designs. Mythographic Wolf Moon by Gloria Shugleva. A nocturnal fantasy filled with wolves, moonlight, and mysterious night scenes. Mythographic Enchanted Relics by Veronika Kolinska. An intricate fantasy filled with relics, treasures, and magical artifacts. Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. A premium fantasy collection celebrating mythical beings and folklore. Epic Quest by Sanjay Charlton. A classic fantasy adventure filled with heroes, monsters, wizards, and legendary quests. Now it's your turn to vote for the Fantasy Book of the Year. You can do this by checking the comments below or the link in the video description. Romantasy is all about emotional storytelling set inside magical worlds. This category leans into fantasy just as much as romance. Here are the 7 romantasy nominees. Mythogothica Rose and Stone by Fabiana Attanasio. A gothic romantasy world with intricate designs. Love and Dystopia by Anzu Anzu. Romantic storytelling set in a dystopian world. Romantic Gothic by London Seroy Saki. An elegant Gothic romance infused with refined manga charm. Mythographic Romantasy by Veronika Kolinska. A dramatic fusion of myth, magic, and romance with epic storytelling. Epic Love by Anna Giron. Powerful portraits that carry emotion and fantasy elegance. Fourth Wing by Entangled. Inspired by the book series, you get everything from dragons, riders, and intense energy. Enemies to Lovers by Dover. Designs with the classic enemy to lovers trope, with all types of creatures and figures. Now it's your turn to vote for the Romantasy Book of the Year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. This category celebrates books with lighter detail and enchanting vibes, from adorable dragons to fairies and cozy magical moments. And here are the whimsy and cute nominees. Elven Valley by Sabrin Studio. A fantasy world of elves, village life, and storybook charm. Mini Dragons by Whirly Art. Expressive dragons living their best lives across the natural world and their own magical realm. Starglow and Thistle by Whimsy Tales. A whimsical storybook filled with enchanting creatures and magical moments. Goblin Core by Susie Slug. Goblins and trolls wrapped in a storybook adventure. Mythical Meadows by Steph Mortimer. An enchanting realm filled with soaring dragons, prancing ponies, radiant unicorns, and ethereal Pegasus. Kingdom Life by Whirly Art. Medieval charm meets cozy fantasy tales. The Huldrefolk Mountain Village by Oda Agda. Folklore creatures share their stories in a magical village. Hero Buddies by Steph Mortimer. Heartwarming adventures with courage and friendship. The Huldrefolk Mythical Creatures by Oda Agda. Folklore tales with mythical beasts. Into Underland by Louise Hoffman. An underground fantasy adventure with Alice in Wonderland vibes. Spin the Day with Dragon by Love Jordan. Simple day-in-life adventures with an adorable dragon. Forgotten Tales by Anna Amelia. A whimsical world filled with charming magical moments. 50 Dragon-themed miniatures by Kamila Angelkova. A collection of dragons with whimsical wildlife. Now it's time for you to vote for the best whimsy and cute coloring book of 2025. These books are all about being relatable. They focus on everyday life and lived-in moments, from quiet routines to travel and fashion-inspired scenes. And here are the nominees. Soft Life by Vivi Tenta. Elegant moments inspired by gentle living. Home Sweet Home by Vivi Tenta. A celebration of inviting spaces. Cat and Chill by Mason Nook. Relaxing lifestyle scenes with cats and quiet moments. Simple Joys by Mason Nook. Finding joy in the little things through soft everyday moments. Girl Moments Volume 2 by Coco Wyo. Relatable cozy moments. Farm Days with Tay by Incredible. Peaceful scenes with farm life and routines. Cottage Girl by Emily Cozy. Countryside elegance meets flowing dresses and timeless beauty. Girl in Paris by Mina Aru. A romantic blend of fashion, travel moments, and city charm. Nostalgic Girl by Lily Doodles. Retro-inspired lifestyle scenes that feel familiar and sentimental. Cute Guy Moments by Joshua Dunbar. Everyday experiences captured in a relatable lifestyle format. Now it's your turn to vote for the Cozy Lifestyle Book of the Year. Spooky and dark books embrace eerie, gothic, and haunting design. This category features 6 chilling nominees. And the nominees are Spooky Lake by Geo Rutherford. Eerie lake-style scenes filled with silence and creeping dread. Color and Sleuth Ghost Town by Rebecca Demos. An abandoned town mystery where interactive puzzles meet spooky exploration. Color and Sleuth Haunted City by Rebecca Demos. Unfold clues and puzzle-solving twists in a haunted city. Color Me Halloween by editors of Cider Mill Press. Classic Halloween and creepy designs. Dark Fairy Tales by Kerby Rosanes. Twisted fairy tale scenes rendered in intricate, haunting detail. Halloween by Hannah Carlson. A haunting blend of Nordic culture and Halloween magic. Mythagoria Fairy Nightmares by Shelley Carroll. Twisted fairy scenes with intricate haunting detail. Now it's your turn to vote for the Spooky and Dark Book of the Year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. For books that blend spooky themes with adorable charm, with friendly ghosts, playful witches, sweet skeletons, and Halloween vibes. And the nominees are Witchy Girl by Feeny Beanie. An adorable witch on adventures. Witchy Ladies by Mason Nook. Lifestyle-inspired spooky scenes with witches. The Huldrefolk Spooky Tales by Oda Agda. Nordic creatures on Halloween adventures. Spooky Vale by Vivi Tenta. A spooky village with adorable characters. Spooky Life by Jade Summer. Everyday moments with adorable creatures and a spooky twist. Froggy Nights by Miss Kitsch. A frog-filled adventure with spooky cute moments. Fantaspooky Nights by Whimsy Tales. Whimsical fantasy adventures with spooky and autumn scenes. The Spookies by Miss Kitsch. Cute spooky characters with friendly monsters. Spooky Cutie Volume 2 by Coco Wyo. A second volume packed with spooky and cute moments. Black It Out by Ashley Monet. An easy-to-color dark canvas book with adorable creatures. Spooky Adventures of Witch Cat by Sarah Shefchik. Follow a cat through creepy portals and sweet moments. Now it's your turn to vote for the Spooky and Cute Book of the Year. You can do this by checking the comments below or the link in the video description. This category celebrates cozy pets and plushie-style characters. These books represent cuteness at its peak on standard coloring books, and the nominees are Cozy Japan by Jade Summer. Fuzzy characters explore everyday life and landmarks across Japan. Whimsy Cute by Miss Kitsch. whimsical fuzzy characters packed with charm and playful personality. Fluffy Times Volume 2 by Dee Plums. More fuzzy and cute adventures in Volume 2. Little Friends by Southern Lotus. Adorable companions on adventures. Berry Coloring Volume 3 by Berry Coloring. The plushy cuteness continues with fuzzy charm and soft designs. Big Book of Burdens by Sugar Sweet. A thought-provoking collection of adorable animals. Spring Moments by Bojiki. Spring scenes filled with fluffy characters. Huga Delights by Susu. Adorable creatures enjoying heartwarming adventures. Cozy Hawaii by Jade Summer. Fuzzy characters relax in a tropical island. Snuggly Friends Fairy Tale Edition by Nina Luma. Classic fairy tales reimagined with snuggly characters. Cozy Eras 2 by Jade Summer. Cute characters make a return with historical moments. Cozy Cuties by Coco Wyo. Adorable adventures with fuzzy cute characters. Snuggly Friends Traveling the World by Nina Luma. Plushy characters go on global adventures through different cultures. Dreamy Days by Miss Kitsch. Everyday dreamy moments with fuzzy and cute characters. Fox Fantasy by Aurora Lilia. A fluffy fox explores magical forests beneath the starlight. Happy Days by Miss Kitsch. Adorable adventures filled with capybaras and adorable scenes. Now it's your turn to vote for the Fuzzy and Cute Book of the Year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. Premium and Cute coloring books are a special category. These books deliver a completely different coloring experience as they come with exceptional paper. And the nominees are A Million Kittens by Lulu Mayo, a joyful collection of playful kittens. On the Job by Bobby Goods, plushy characters centered around jobs, routines, and working life. Winkle in Time by Whispers of Colors, a time travel adventure with the adorable Winkle. Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo, a magical adventure filled with rooms, surprises, and storybook discoveries. Roro's Diary by Color Mimi. Adorable cats take on adventures and they share their diary. Enchanted Hollow by Cozy Soph Studio, a forest adventure with multiple plushie-style characters. Pop Manga Catitude by Camila DeRico, stylized cats brought to life through manga-inspired artwork. A Million Hugs and Kisses by Lulu Mayo, an adorable collection of relationships. A Day in Life by Chloe and Macy. Real-life dogs share their everyday stories and personalities. Around the World with Dangles by Coloring Dangles. Travel with Dangles the monkey on an adventure with famous landmarks, food, and culture. Now it's your turn to vote for the Premium and Cute Book of the Year. This category celebrates autumn and winter festivities with an adorable twist. From pumpkin patches to snowy days and winter traditions, these books offer a balance of seasonal charm. And here are the nominees. Autumn Whimsy by Miss Kitsch, a fall celebration with cozy seasonal scenes. The Huldrefolk Nordic Winter by Oda Agda, Nordic creatures celebrating winter traditions. Fall Magic by Cat Coloring. Autumn enchantment with magical beings. A Goblin's Wish by Susie Slug. A cozy goblin tale with winter charm. Mythical Winter by Whirly Art. Mythical creatures explore snowy landscapes and winter cozy scenes. Winterra by Whimsy Tales. Mythical storytelling with seasonal fantasy charm. Winter Wishes by Steph Mortimer. Adorable mythical beings celebrating seasonal moments. Fluffy Hygge by Dee Plums. Fluffy characters enjoying cozy moments. Autumn Folks by Cozy Fungi. Adorable plant creatures celebrating fall. Snow Days by Miss Kitsch. Fluffy and playful creatures celebrating winter activities. Snuggly Friends, Cozy Seasons by Nina Luma. Plushy characters enjoying seasonal moments. Dolly Mini House, Warm Whimsical Time by Michi. Fluffy characters enjoying warm seasonal moments in a thoughtful storybook style. Now it's your turn to vote for the festive and cute book of the year. This category celebrates nature in all its forms, from forests, meadows, ocean life, and wildlife habitats. And here are the nominees. Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. Wildlife and botanical scenes are brought to life from land and sea. Ecotopia by Ken Matsuda. A wildlife and botanical experience involving ecosystems. Wild Horizons by Whirly Art. Adorable wildlife moments captured in their habitats. Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. Intricate illustrations revealing hidden corners and quiet wonders of the natural world. Floriographic Midnight Garden by Maurizio Campodelli. A moonlit botanical journey with flowers and nature scenes. Wonderful Wildflowers by Johanna Basford. Traditional botanical designs inspired by wildlife and meadows. Meadowland by Nina Stajner. An adorable wildlife journey with nature scenes. Blossomia by Annie Reyes. A wildlife fantasy where flowers transform into fashion. Tropical Wonderland by Rachel Reinhardt. Lush, intricate designs with exotic plants and wildlife. Now it's your turn to vote for the Wildlife and Nature Book of the Year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. This category celebrates winter holidays and seasonal traditions from around the world, from snowy landscapes and festive decor to classic holiday stories. These books capture the spirit of the winter season. Here are the nominees. Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. Winter and wildlife scenes filled with seasonal celebrations. Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson. Scandinavian and Christmas traditions intertwine with a dreamy interpretation. Victorian Christmas by Deborah Mueller. A historical take at Christmas celebrations through elegant portraits. 50 Joyous Miniatures by Kamila Angelkova. A collection of holiday scenes showcasing a variety of festive moments and creatures. The Nutcracker by Deborah Mueller. The classic Nutcracker ballet reimagined through detailed portraits. Now it's your turn to vote for the Winter Holiday Book of the Year. This category highlights books that go beyond traditional coloring and other unique formats. These books turn coloring into an interactive experience. And here are the nominees. My Bird Mandala by Mariko Zotino, an interactive mandala experience with bird-themed circular designs. The Gold Glimmers by Tansy Willow, decorative designs with golden accents integrated into each design. Enchanted Woodland by Georgie Ferns, a color-by-number search and find with nature themes. Mystery Coloring Wild Animals by David and Charles, an interactive approach where you reveal the design as you color with tropical scenes. Color by Number Tiny Houses by Alexandra Francis, an easy color by number with small houses. Color and Sleuth Ghost Town by Rebecca Demos. Solve a mystery with puzzles, clues, and investigations. Color and Sleuth Haunted City by Rebecca Demos. Solve a mystery in an abandoned town. Now it's your turn to vote for the interactive book of the year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. The Coloring Book of the Year honors a book that defined 2025. These titles moved colorists, inspired creativity, and they left a lasting mark on the community. And here are the nominees. Lunar by Lydia Fenwick. Mythographic Dragon Spell by Joseph Kadenbang. Mythogothica Rose and Stone by Fabiana Atanasio. Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo. Wonderful Wildflowers by Johanna Basford. Fairy Tale World by Maria Trolle. Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. Steampunk Revival by R.J. Hampson. Dark Fairy Tales by Kerby Rosanes. Cozy Japan by Jade Summer. Garden of Dreams by Yoshimi Sekiguchi. On the Job by Bobby Goods. Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson. Cozy Cuties by Coco Wyo. Whimsy Cute by Miss Kitsch. Now it's your turn to vote for the book of the year. You can vote by sharing a comment, or you can check the form in the video description. Next up are the nominees for the most anticipated book of 2026. Inklings by Johanna Basford. Mythographic Alice in Wonderland by Joseph Kadenbang. Pop Manga Myths and Monsters by Kamala DeRico. Dream Menagerie by Kerby Rosanes. Magical Library by Maria Trolle. A Million Dragons by Lulu Mayo. Fantasy World by Emily Lighthall Oberg. Pop Manga Paint and Ink by Kamala DeRico. Tales from the Castle Ruin by Hannah Carlson. K-Pop Demon Hunters. Floriographic Freaky and Fantasy by Veronica Kalinska. Christmas Colors by Maria Trolle. Mythographic Christmas Tales by Veronica Kalinska. But you will decide which book is the most anticipated book of 2026. Voting closes February 28th, so be sure to cast your votes for the first annual Coloring Book Awards. And I'll see you in the next video.